Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through a bunch of different team comps which have gotten over 40 kills in the Endless Relentless Rumble set. So Seth is a hero which deals a lot of single target damage and he gets buffs when your allies are on lower health. So you're going to notice that pretty much all of the teams that we show are going to be using Coco and Smokey both to keep your team protected and at full health so that the sets don't gain any bonuses. So I'm going to begin by showing you the overall top performing team that I've seen so far, which is from Zillsmere. Basically, this is a 66 kill team. However, it does still rely on RNG. All of the runs are going to depend on RNG about how many you can actually kill in time. But we're going to show you this run, first of all, just for fun. I mean, a lot of people are not going to be able to build this team because it has Dionel, it has Harak. It is a fully pay-to-win team. But let's see what it can do, and then we're gonna go ahead and also show you all the free-to-play options. We have like 3 or 4 different free-to-play teams which are all getting over 40 kills, so you guys should be able to get the maximum rewards for this Relentless Rumble. And every 5th set that appears will have the bonus flash, which will give them like 100 bonus haste. And that means 100% faster attack speed, and also faster like skill casting, lower skill cooldowns basically. So that is, like basically every 5th set can kill you more easily, but if you're killing them quickly, like you can see here, it's not really much of an issue. But look at that. Okay, and then your team starts wiping towards the end. This is the problem, and this is why getting like to a high kill count is actually really difficult, because the sets end up just destroying your team. Yeah, 61 kills, and so you're going to need to do a lot of runs to get a good RNG score to get to that top kill count. But this is one of the teams which is doing really well. Now, before we show you the free-to-play teams, I'll just show you some other like pay-to-win teams which are doing really well. Tobma, this team has gotten up to 63 kills from him with the resonating spell. Let's go ahead and use this and try it one time and see what we can get. Again, Coco and Smokey are pretty much must-haves, and it will come just down to the RNG and also, I guess, the crits that the set lands, the target that they choose, because all of those will factor in to how quickly your team dies towards the end. Because at the beginning, it looks like sets are not really dealing any damage to your team, but then when you get to like the later mark, like getting around 60 kills or something, they just blow up your team. Like, if you're looking at it right here, there's no issue with surviving at all. We're still 45 seconds left. We're up to like 48 or 50 kills. And now they're beginning to deal good damage. Like, Smokey was taking a lot of damage there. It seems like after 50 kill mark, they are hitting really hard. And then after the 60 kill mark, they go crazy. Like, look, they also seem tankier here, right? We're not killing them as quickly, and there we go. So this, again, you're going to have to do the run a few times in order to get the overall top score possible for you, but there's not really any point of doing that because it's just for a leaderboard which doesn't yield you any ranking rewards. Okay, before we go to the free-to-play teams, there's one final pay-to-win team that maybe is more easy for you to run, only using one Hypogean Celestial, which is the Harak. Let's go ahead and do this one. And this one again has gotten up to 63 kills, but it will need quite a few attempts. And there's no skip button in the Relentless Rumble, so you're going to have to sit through all of them. But it does seem like the battles go pretty quickly. I guess it's also because your team is dying towards the end. You're not even here for the full 90 seconds. Okay, but Harak is pretty much an MVP for this Relentless Rumble. So if you haven't built, he's great. And even he can work at Supreme. Some people have gotten really good scores with him at Supreme because him cycling his ultimate is not as important as it is, for example, in bosses, because he can still keep casting his Tidal Assault, right, after getting a kill here, and that is enough power to sometimes just one-shot enemies. Okay, this is doing really well so far. Like, I guess the RNG was really good because we're almost up to 60 kills and no one is close to dying. Everyone is actually attacking the heroes we want, but now look at the burst damage coming out after you break 60 kills. Okay, we're going to actually get our top score with the team, which is not, I haven't seen it get the top, but we almost got up to 66, which is the overall highest I've seen. This was 64 kills with this team. I'll show you the formation again because this was the top one. This is the formation. Harak on the right, Shakir on the left, Sonya in the middle. Coco behind the Harak and Smokey behind the Shakir. I mean, this one makes a lot of sense with the Great Sword spell. Okay, now we're going to show you an overall really free-to-play friendly team. Like, most people will have these heroes built up on their account with the Verdant spell, so we'll show you this one. And this should be able to get, yeah, all of these are getting over 40 kills, even at a lower level of investment. Like, on this account, of course, the heroes are maxed and even Paragon 4. But even if you're, like, Supreme Plus, plus 5, or plus 10 exclusive equipment, you're going to be able to get the 40 kills with this team. Because all the people who have been sharing them, some of them have that level of investment and they are getting over 40 kills. So this Relentless Rumble doesn't seem too difficult. Like, sometimes the Relentless Rumbles we've had in the past, maybe a fully free-to-play team cannot get the maximum kills for everyone. But this one, there are a lot of teams getting over the 40 kills needed, which is a good thing. That's really good. And I don't know when this Relentless Rumble came out. I don't think there was an update that happened. I think it might have come after the update. I'm not sure, or maybe I just missed it on the reset, because, like, I guess there wasn't really a notification for it. Yeah, I mean, OD does pretty well marking the enemies for execution. But even, yeah, after, it seems like it might be the later the fight goes, the more damage the sets deal, because even though we're only at a bit over 40 kills, they're hitting really hard towards the end. Oh, and guys, I forgot to mention, but the credit for the teams is the team name label. Horizon came out with the free-to-play team we just watched. Vagarth was the one which got 64 kills for us. And the other two were Tobma with the resonating spell Harak in the back, and Zilzmera, who came up with the overall Dionel Harak team, which has gotten 66 for him. Okay, let's go for a couple more free-to-play teams. So Artio has come up with this team, and he has gotten 43 kills with it. Of course, with, like, a lower level of investment than this account. You have the Eironn, Arden, which do make sense. Like, I know we have, like, the factional disadvantage, Wilders into Maulers, but the thing is, you're gonna be able to control them with Eironn. That's gonna charge up the energy of Arden, and Arden hits really hard. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this one was with the resonating spell, but there's another Arden team that we're going to show you, which was with the Tide Call spell, and that one did really well as well, because you can keep periodically, like, debuffing the enemies, and then they will receive more damage, and that is good for you, and also reduce their attack. So there's another good team to run, but basically there are a lot of different team options depending on which heroes you have built. Okay. And Coco and Smokey on pretty much every team, right? For that protection. Shows you how important that is to keeping your team alive. Okay, 35 seconds left and 35 kills. Lily May is the major damage dealer, killing in a lot of teams as well. But in this one specifically, Arden also does really well. Like, we're going to probably get an, overall higher kill count than the previous team we showed that had the Corrin. I would imagine we will. Yeah, because the Arden is more damage. But this team might have a higher requirement because it looks like the team is easier to kill. Because, like, Corrin, for example, in the previous team provided shielding. Gonna get around about the same kills for this account, 46 kills exactly. And again, you can try multiple times if you're not hitting 40 kills, if you're really close. And maybe with the perfect RNG, you're gonna be able to do it. Okay, there's just really one more team that I want to show. Becky's team is good, like, so I will show that as well, and yeah, I guess we're just going to show all the ones I have saved here. So James came up with this team, which is the Ulmus Eironn nuke team with the Tide Call spell, and so this is like basically the AFK stage pushing team with Smokey, and no Coco on this team. Yeah, because normally in AFK stages you have Tamesia in this team rather than the Smokey, but here you have Smokey because you need the healing, and also the attack buff to increase the damage of your heroes. I mean, Caroline Arden make a lot of sense with Eironn Ulmus. Basically, it's a full control lockdown team, and it's bursting through them really hard. 66 seconds left and almost up to 20 kills. But the problem is, as time goes on, for some reason, they're like becoming tankier or something. Because we're up to almost 30 kills with 50 seconds left. And there's no way like we're going to double that and get up to 60 kills. So something happens here. Okay, Ulmus is going to be taken down. He has to go into the back. This team is looking really good. I think the Tide Call spell helps you with the survivability by attack breaking the opponents. Okay, but now they're just bursting through you and you don't have the Coco, right? And then they go one to the next, right? They kill one of your heroes and they move on to the next one. Like basically they really snowball once they get one kill or a few enemies low on health. So you can't allow that to happen. So this team actually was kind of like a nuke team, but knowing that in the end it is all of the allies are gonna die. Because also the problem with Ulmus is that when he goes to the back line, he is low on health, and he's probably triggering the bloodlust of all the sets. Okay, final team that we're going to show is from Becky. So Becky's team, frontline spell, this is like a kind of hybrid, like it isn't a free-to-play team, but if you've recruited for Sonya and Tasi this season and you had Lily May already built, then it will be runnable with the frontline spell. This team on even like lower levels of investment have gone up to 50%. Have gone up to 50 kills, not 50%. Okay, now to trigger frontline spell, we need to have allies moving into the enemy territory, which here we haven't. Okay, now we finally triggered it. It is a little bit awkward. Tasi is doing work though. Yeah, especially at this stage, she is bursting through them so quickly. And Tasi is on the enemy battlefield, so she is going to get the damage boost from the frontline spell. And Lily May, when she's dashing, if she's dashing onto the enemy's side, then she'll also gain the damage boost from the frontline spell. So this is a really interesting team. Really cool team. Again, having Coco and Smokey to keep your team alive. But yeah, this is looking better than the other teams, the other fully free-to-play teams. But it is, of course, going to need a higher level of investment because you have like Sonya and Tasi. But there you go. Yeah, this team can get 50 kills or above. The problem is Coco died here and now the sets are taking like less and less damage. We need to kill them. Like they're also low. Like here is actually showing you that this team could have gotten up to like 54, 55 kills because there were like 3 or 4 enemy sets really low on health. So with better RNG, we could have done it. Anyway, guys, that is going to be all of the teams that you can try for the Seth Relentless Rumble. Hopefully, some of these are going to work well for you. You guys can let me know if there are any other teams that you've used. You can share them in the comment section. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.